Hey guys, it's Sarah and I'm here for an update, and this is my third time making this video. I made one last week and it would never post, and then I made one yesterday and it also would not post. Both were from two different iPads. The one I used yesterday was my personal iPad, and I have the new iOS 7 on there, and I don't know why it won't post, but I can't get it to work. So it was complete with a body shot, and both of them actually were with body shots, but this one will not be because I'm in the car. Awesome. So this is my week 112 post-op BSG, and also week 27 of my pregnancy. I did go back to the doctor yesterday. Things are going really well there. Overall, fairly smooth pregnancy. I'm having a little swelling in my legs, back pain. Super tired all the time. I'm just dragging this morning. And there's a lot of stressors and stuff going on at work, and so that does not help at all. But overall, the pregnancy portion is going well. Let me back up and jump into the numbers. I started my journey on April the 26th, 2012. At that time, I weighed in at 357 pounds. Last time I came to you, I'm not even sure what I weighed. Probably like 190. When I weighed on my scale the last time, I was 191. I've not weighed this week. I was way up at the doctor's office. I've been weighing at the doctor's office about 204, 206. Yesterday, I weighed 216, I think. And then I cried in the doctor's office. And, I mean, I always weigh about 10 pounds heavier there. And I know that. But just to see the number continue to go up is really stressing me out. I mean, I feel really guilty about that because I know Oz is worth every bit of that. And the doctor continued to reassure me that she had no doubts that I would be able to get this off quickly. And that I was growing, you know, it wasn't just me that was growing. He was growing too. And he actually measured bigger yesterday than 27 weeks. At that point, I was hysterically crying. So when she just said, "Whoa, Mama, he's gotten a lot bigger," I just cried and cried and cried. And so at that point, she didn't even like go into detail about how many weeks ahead more he was or anything. So who knows? And I know those measurements can be off. And I honestly just assumed, and we don't know till he pops out, that he would be small, just because I had weight loss surgery. But big, huge babies run in my family. I was 9'2", my niece was 9'2", my brother was like 8'6". I think my husband was 7-something. I had several cousins that were like 9'10". Big babies just running our family. Big bones running our family. My dad's, I don't even know what my dad's brothers and sister weigh, but all his siblings are big. And I don't mean like big fat. I mean like big, huge, boned, tall people. And we knew pretty early on, just from the ultrasounds and stuff, that his legs and stuff were big. So we just may be banking on a big baby. I don't know. And I know that that's not always the case, but I know sometimes when people have gastric bypass, their babies end up being smaller. And I did have VSG, so I'm anxious to see some differences there. And I'm eating pretty much what I want. Anyway, so I cried yesterday at the doctor's office, but she was very, she told me that I was not getting too much. It was appropriate amount. Again, I've kind of quit weighing on my own scale, but just according to their scales, I probably gained about 20 pounds. Now, I've entered the third trimester, so I hear give and take. I hear people say that they gain the majority of their weight at the end of their pregnancy, at the the end of the trimester. But I got to be honest, I have heard just as many people tell me that they did not gain hardly anything in the third trimester. They gained a few pounds, but the majority of their weight came on in the second trimester. So we'll just see. I know every pregnancy is different. I know every body's different. I am nervous and anxious all at the same time to just see how it goes. So we'll see where we are when we get there. Just trying to be focused on healthy baby. Eating, pretty much what I want. This morning I had a pancake for breakfast. And I have to tell you, I felt like crap. I feel like crap, so I know better. Typically, I still eat eggs. I have been making like this egg and sausage cheese concoction thing that I eat with some kind of breading a lot. Oh, I know I was going to tell you. So, now that we are into this third trimester, it is time to do the glucose testing. My OBGYN has told me she does not want to do that on me because I have weight loss surgery, and I've repeatedly told her several times I did not have gastric bypass. Regardless, I don't think she even knows what VSG is, but that's fine. But I know that some VSGers do still have some dumping, and I'm going to tell you about an episode that I had over the weekend. So we're not going to do that, but they are, when I go back, I start going to every 2 weeks now to the doctor. So when I go back in 2 weeks, which will be not next week but the week after, she is going to check my blood for my blood sugar. And I had actually just had my blood sugar done about a month ago, and it was really, really great. Actually, all my levels were really good, and they were pleased. I had to do that for insurance and also for life insurance, and it was on the same day, which is hilarious. But both of them turned out good. And the only thing that was bad was my cholesterol. My good cholesterol was great. My bad cholesterol was great. But my overall cholesterol was terrible. And when the PCP called me, she told me then that it is not uncommon in pregnancy to have high cholesterol. But I was really kind of bothered by it. When I was super morbidly obese, my cholesterol was not good. And I just could not imagine. Since that time, I have felt better because I've heard several stories of women who had like blood work done right before they were pregnant, and then like even 8 weeks later, and there was a significant increase in their number. My sister-in-law told me that she had blood work done for her insurance like 6 weeks before she found out she was pregnant, and then and during the pregnancy, when she went for her 8-week checkup or whatever, they did all the blood work, and she said that her cholesterol was over 300. Well, mine wasn't that high, so I feel better about that. So I feel like that's something that's going to come down. The PCP did say that, thank you, that if, that's something that we will recheck after the pregnancy, and if they feel like it's an issue, that's something we can work on. I will tell you that through this whole ordeal, coming and going and blah, 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 fats is something I've not really paid attention to, and I do eat a lot of protein. And because with my iron being lower, I eat some red meat. So, definitely as I progress in this journey, there just maybe need to be some things that I just reevaluate, and my cholesterol may be one of them. I don't know. So at this point, I'm not worried about it, and they didn't seem too upset about it. So no glucose testing for moi. I think that's probably a good thing. I pretty much eat what I want when I want to eat it, which I'm sure has a lot to do with the 20-pound gain. Even though I cried yesterday and I'm so upset about the weight gain, I'm really not torn up. Even though I just told you I boo-hooed in the doctor's office. We'll see. My boobs have got to weigh at least 5 pounds apiece. They're huge. Maybe even 10 pounds. That may be where all the weight is in my boobs. I don't know. Yeah. I really, and I know that I've not done a great job of keeping you guys posted and staying online like I should. But I'm really anxious to see post-op BSG what happens and what turns into, how my metabolism is going to change. You know, obviously I have a tiny tummy, but you know, is that in the long run, is that going to be beneficial? I'm just anxious to see how things go after the baby. And my hope is, and even though I will have a little one at home, and it'll probably take a couple weeks to get back into the groove of things, but after I get down to a good routine, I am planning on going back to regular vlogging and even Tip and Trick Tuesdays some. That's my goal. I've kind of taken this hiatus for pregnancy, but I'm planning on being back because I want to, you know, again, journal for someone else, and not just myself, but journal for someone else, you know, the ups and downs. You know, I honestly feel like, and one of the reasons I've not made more videos during this pregnancy is pretty much it's not been that different, I don't think, from a typical pregnancy. She told me yesterday, because we talked about my travel with work, and my blood pressure was good. And I was crying. I mean, I was upset before I got to the doctor's office yesterday over some stuff with my dad. And not bad stuff. He just made me cry over work. And he didn't know. And if my blood pressure wasn't high over that, then we're doing pretty good. But she told me yesterday, she was like, Sarah, she's like, I'm not worried about your weight. She said, your pregnancy is normal. It is fine. You are healthy. You know, thus far you've had no issues, no problems. And she said, we just want to maintain and keep it that way. And she said, that's why we start bringing you in every 2 weeks, so that we can monitor you more closely and make sure that you continue this path of health. So I feel really good about that. At no point, and I've talked about this before, but I've been on that one group on Facebook, that pregnancy after weight loss surgery group. There's a lot of women who are considered high risk after weight loss surgery. And at no point has she ever considered me that. You know, I specifically asked. I even asked, did I need to go to a high risk doctor just once or twice? Because sometimes they'll send you there once or twice just so you'll be established there in case something were to come up later in the pregnancy. And she told me no. She said she had a lot of women that she dealt with that had weight loss surgery. I think they all had gastric bypass, but still. So I feel pretty confident with that. And so far I've had no issues. So yeah, cannot show you a body shot, and I'm sad about that. Okay, let me tell you this really fast because I need to go, and I'm almost at 15 minutes. Saturday morning, first thing got up, I had decided that, so one of my new cravings is cereal. Funny, because I never even liked cereal pre-surgery. And so post-surgery was not that big of a deal to not have cereal. But I love cereal now. And I went through like a phase where I was eating it often, but I have not been eating it lately. Saturday morning, somebody had told me that Cinnamon Toast Crunch was their favorite, so I had gotten some Friday night. Saturday morning, I ate a big bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And after I ate it, I ate way more than the serving size, guys. Because normally if I have eaten cereal in the past, I have measured it out like a good weight loss surgery patient. I did not do that. I was so sick. Now, I do not throw up. Very rarely do I throw up. And I didn't throw up. But my heart started racing so bad and so fast. And I was actually in the shower because I was trying to get ready because Saturday was going to be a busy day. And I was like trying to form a plan of action in my head about what we were going to do because my heart was about to come out of my chest. Now, that has happened a couple times. Very rarely. I will say that it has probably been after I eat something sugary or, you know, something, sugary. And it's so funny because most of the time, sugar does not bother me. Now, there was a phase where sometimes if I ate something too sugary, I got a little nauseous. So I don't know really what that's about. But my heart was about to pump out of my chest. And Oz, I was in the shower. He was going crazy. I don't know if he was like, thank you, Mom, or what in the crap. But either way. And then later, you know, a couple hours later, I ended up getting really shaky. So I am positive it had something to do with the blood sugar and all that crap. And I just am not going to eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch ever again. Okay, guys, that's it. I will try to post again soon and with a body shot because you need to see the baby bump. We will talk to you guys later. Bye.